Hello and welcome to Matchday 3 of Results vs Predictions. We will be going through the Isthmian Premier League Matchday 3, all 11 results. Have a look at the table, have a look at my predictions, have a look at the top goal scorers. We start off with a massive result. Averley 3, Burgess Hill 3. My prediction for this game was 2-2. But the game started off with a 13-minute goal by Zudu Suleiman. It was followed by a Burgess Hill equaliser in the 36th minute by Harry Lawson. Going into the second half, it was 1-1. Burgess Hill started getting their goals back in the 57th minute as George Vorster hit the back of the net. Then in the 72nd minute, Bobby Price got the third for Burgess Hill to take them 3-1 up. Then in the 78th minute, Ollie Peters got a goal back to make it 3-2 Burgess Hill. And then in the 86th minute, Averley got a penalty and Ollie Peters scored his second of the game and Averley's third. So the game ended 3-3 and that leaves Burgess Hill in 5th place in the playoff spot with 7 points and a goal difference of +2. Whereas Averley are in 10th place with 5 points and a +1 goal difference. My prediction started off alright. I did say 2-2. I did say draw. Ended 3-3. Next game, Canvey Island vs Folkestone Invicta. I said Folkestone would win this game 2-0 and they won the game 2-0. Folkestone went 1-0 up in the second half in the 56th minute with Adam Youssef getting the opener, followed by Josh Strauss with the second goal of the game and the second for Folkestone to win 2-0. So Folkestone are currently sat in 9th place, 5 points and a +2 goal difference. Canvey are bottom after 3 games, 0 points and a -7 goal difference. I always get 1 or 2 dead on in the predictions and this is one of them. So Canvey lost again, this time 2-0 to Folkestone. Next up, Carshalton faced Billericay at home. I said Billericay would win this game 3-1. It finished 1-0 to Carshalton. Once again, it was a goalless first half, but in the 53rd minute, Kola Salami got the opener of the game for Carshalton. Followed around 15-ish minutes later in the 67th minute, Orii got sent off because of 2 yellow cards for Billericay. So the game was finished at that point. Carshalton 1, Billericay 0. Carshalton sit in 7th place with 6 points out of 9, +2 goal difference. Billericay in 15th with 4 points and 3 goals to 3. So a 0 goal difference. Next up, Chatham played Cheshunt and my prediction for this game was 1-0 Cheshunt. It was actually 1-0 Chatham. So I got the goal scored right, but I got it the other way around. Chatham, once again, a goalless first half, that's 3 in a row. But then in the 67th minute, Samuel Fullerin got the opener for Chatham. And it finished 1-0. Chatham sit in 3rd with 7 points and a +3 goal difference. Cheshunt, who were top of the table going into Matchday 3, are now out of the playoffs in the 6th with 6 points and a +4 goal difference. Cray Wanderers hosted Wingate and Finchley and it finished 3-2 to Cray Wanderers after Wingate went down to 9 men. I said this would be a 2-2 draw, but Cray Wanderers won the game, and they went 1-0 up in the 35th minute with Nadir Beck, Boba Muradov getting the opener. Then Frankie Raymond went scoring their penalty in the 41st minute to take it 2-0 going into the second half. In that second half, straight away in the 46th minute, Camilo Restrepo for Wingate and Finchley got their first goal to make it 2-1 Cray. In the 65th minute, Benjamin Watt received a second yellow for Wingate and got sent off. But 5 minutes later, Kaelin McGettigan got the second for Wingate to make it 2-2. 6 minutes later, though, in the 76th minute, George Brooks got what would be winner for Cray Wanderers, 3-2. And then in the 90-plus second minute, Ryan Lowe received a second yellow card for Wingate, and that was their second man sent off. Cray Wanderers sit second in the table with 7 points and a +3 goal difference. Wingate in 19th with 0 points and a -3 goal difference. Hashtag hosted Chichester City, and Chichester went 1-0 up with Billy Vigar getting the goal in the 25th minute. In the second half, it was an own goal to get the equaliser for hashtag Rob Hutchins scoring in the wrong net. And then in the 73rd minute, Chichester won the game with a goal from Ryan Davidson. I said this game would finish 1-1. Hashtag are currently in 13th place with 4 points and a +1 goal difference. Chichester in 11th with 5 points and a +1 goal difference. And what is probably the game of the match day. Potters Bar hosted Brentwood Town, and I said Brentwood would win 1-0. They won, but not 1-0. Potters Bar got the opening goal of the game from a penalty scored by Reese Weber in the 5th minute. 5 minutes later, their advantage was doubled with Brandon Adams getting the goal. In the 30th minute, though, Brentwood got their opening goal with a goal from Edward Johnson. And then 16 minutes later, Charlie Hughes got the equaliser for Brentwood, making it 2-2 going into half-time. In the second half, 2 minutes after the game restarted, Daniel Ogunle got the goal for Brentwood Town and put them up for the first time in that game. But the equaliser was then scored in the 68th minute by Ryan Doherty for Potters Bar. Then the winning goal was scored by a penalty by Daniel Ogunle for his brace in the game and to win the game for Brentwood 4-3. Potters Bar are sat in 17th place with 1 point and a -2 goal difference. Brentwood Town in 4th with 7 points and a +2 goal difference. The next game was Ramsgate vs Dulwich Hamlet, and I predicted this game to be a 2-0 win for Dulwich Hamlet, and I was spot on. Luke Winadio opened the scoreline with opening scoring in the 12th minute for Dulwich, and then in the 78th minute he scored a penalty to make it 2-0. Ramsgate sit in 16th place with 3 points and a -3 goal difference. Dulwich topped the table, being the only team getting all points from the opening 3 games with 9 points and not conceding a goal with a +7 goal difference. And sadly, St Albans vs Dartford was next. I predicted 2-2. And I have some arguments about this game. In the 42nd minute, Michael Oloraju got sent off with a straight red, and the Dartford captain was sent off. He was sent off for handball, and they got given a penalty. I'll be okay with a penalty if it touches hand. And I've not actually watched it back because I don't want to watch it back. But I've been told by people near that it didn't, and it was never a penalty. If it touched his hand, it's a penalty, but it didn't. He fell and he didn't put his hand out to stop it, so it should never have been a red card. So, Zane Banton scored that penalty on the stroke of half time to give St Albans the 1-0 lead. And Dartford were on top in that first half. In the second half, it was all St Albans, of course it was. Jasper Mather with the second, which was a scrappy goal. Both goals, I don't think, should have been goals, because the first goal, mixed feelings about the penalty, and the second goal is just scrappy in defence. It looked like it should have been a 0-0 game, and it would have if Michael didn't get sent off. I'm not angry at Michael about it, I'm angry at the ref about it. St Albans are sat in 12th place with 4 points and a +1 goal difference. Dartford, 18th, with 1 point and a -6 goal difference. To see we're not in the relegation zone is surprising, because our start has been awful. In the next game, Welling vs Lewis, I said Lewis will win this game 2-0. They only scored their first goal in the 83rd minute, with Can Bennett getting the winner for Lewis. Welling are sat in 21st place with a -4 goal difference and 0 points. We're above Welling, come on. And Lewis is sat in 8th with 6 points and a 0 goal difference. And then the final game, Whitehawk vs Cray Valley, I said would be a 1-0 win for Cray Valley. But it was a 3-2 win for Whitehawk. Josh Nandra got the opener for Whitehawk in the 23rd minute. Cray Valley got a goal for an own goal. Nathan Cooper scoring in the wrong net in the 53rd minute to make it 1-1. And then Cray Valley went 2-1 up with Matthew Vigor getting the second goal for Cray Valley. And then 1 minute later, a goal from Charlie Lambert made it 2-2. And then in the 85th minute, Harry Birdle won the game for Whitehawk 3-2. Whitehawk are sat in 14th place with 4 points and a goal difference of 0. Cray Valley 20th, 0 points and a goal difference of -4. And news came out today about Whitehawk. When Dartford are meant to play Whitehawk on the 9th of September, it has been moved to the 25th of November due to problems with the Whitehawk pitch. So, from one Tuesday night, which would have been alright weather, to Tuesday night, a month before Christmas. I'm not happy. But let's look at the standings then. Topping the table after 3 games is Dulwich Hamlet. And then finishing the playoffs, Cray Wanderers, Chatham Town, and 2 newly promoted sides, Brentwood and Burgess Hill. In the relegation zone, luckily not Dartford, but it is Wingate and Finchley, Cray Valley Paper Mills, Welling United and Canvey Island, all on 0 points. The top goal scorer is Luke Winadio, former Dartford player, who scored a hat-trick against us in the first game of the season on 5 goals. In second is Ollie Peters for Aveley with 4 goals. And then third, Alfie Paxman for Ramsgate with 3 goals. This video is actually being recorded nearly a full week before these results happened, because I've been in Ireland. So I will be posting the St Albans match vlog soon, but not tonight, because I'm currently watching West Ham get smashed 5-1 by Chelsea, and I'm so happy that Delap is being taken off. We're doing nothing, because I took him out my fantasy team thinking he wasn't starting. Luckily, it was a free hit. And then tomorrow, of course, we've got the Dartford vs Carshalton game. So I'll be making my predictions for all of the games tomorrow. It's the first time we're having all 11 games being played on the same day. And also then, the FA Cup. After the bank holiday matches, the FA Cup is a week tomorrow. and we have been drawn away against Bracknell Town. It was meant to be a 3 o'clock kickoff on the 30th. The stadium's been moved, and so is the time. It's 6:30 on the 30th at a different stadium. So I'm not happy about that.